What's going on, BookTube? Today's video is more of a quick announcement than an actual long video. Essentially, I just wanted to update everyone on my October reading plans and invite everyone who watches this channel and all my subscribers to kind of do a read-along, like an October spooky month read-along. Essentially, I'm going to be reading two things mainly. It's going to be Stephen King, and two, it's going to be the Voidwalker Collection by Derek Bailey. And my goal with Stephen King is going to be to read as much of his works as possible, trying to get as close to the Dark Tower so that I can jump into his fantasy books. If you watch my channel, you know that I got this pet peeve of having to read books in publication order, and originally I only wanted to read Stephen King's Dark Tower. I only wanted to read his fantasy work. But the more I've become part of this BookTube community, the more I see how much of an influence Stephen King has on the community. And it's made me want to get more interested in the horror subgenre of fantasy, or even the horror genre itself. And he's the king, no pun intended, but he's the king of horror. So I went from just wanting to read those books to get to Dark Tower to actually wanting to read his works from the start. And yeah, so I'm going to try to get as close to the Dark Tower as possible. But honestly, I think without pushing myself too terribly difficult, I'll probably get to around The Stand. But as I go through the stories, maybe I'll do like more weekly updates with everybody, see how everyone's doing, let them know when I finish each book. And if this is something you want to do, feel free to email me. Like, I email a lot of subscribers right now. I enjoy conversations about these books and series and stuff. So let me know if this is something you want to do, either in the comments or never feel afraid to shoot me an email. I'm not like a huge booktuber or anything, so I usually have time, like maybe not always immediately, but I'll usually get back to you pretty quickly. So yeah, so besides Stephen King, there's one other book I want to invite people to read with me this month, and that is the Voidwalker Collection by Derek Bailey. And if you watched my book haul video I posted, you know that Derek Bailey is a subscriber here on the channel. Like, he's one of us. And he sent me this book to read. And what's funny is when he emailed me, he talked about how it wasn't what I typically read. He described it as like a dark fantasy horror with some thriller elements in it, a surrealist, supernatural type thing, and he described it as paced as like a Netflix show. So I actually, before inviting everyone to read it with me, I actually read the first few chapters, and I agree, it feels very surreal, supernatural, and it does feel paced like a Netflix episode. I haven't watched much of Black Mirror, like maybe an episode or two, but it kind of feels like that. Just that, like, this isn't a spoiler or anything, but it's like we get introduced at first, and we're in like a dinner party, and it feels very like murder mystery like, but then it goes a completely different direction. So this is the other book I'm going to be reading. I'm starting this October 1st, or I'm going to continue reading it October 1st. So anyone who's interested in doing a read-along and picking up the Voidwalker Collection, I'd love to read it with you. Yeah, that's it for the video today. Really short, like I said. Stephen King, Voidwalker Collection, and seeing if anyone wants to read those books with me. But until next time, I hope you're out there exploring cool new worlds and reading cool, great new books. And until then, I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.